this is kind of my part 2 of my enrichment, where in the previous one I had folded up food and I put in towels, especially for my young dogs or dogs that really aren't highly food motivated or don't play with toys and they need to learn. So I just have a variety of towels. If I had a dog that was maybe not used to games but liked to eat, you could just put food in here and fold this up. I kind of bring the corners in sometimes, and then I just fold it up and literally just give the dog the towel. Always supervised. Always, always, always 100% supervise your dogs when they're eating food that's not in a stainless steel bowl. So this is, if I need to feed Finn, really it's just Finn. The older dogs, they're pretty good about working. I use a slow feeder, not to slow him down, just to occupy more of his time. And I make sure I spread my food out. And if I'm going to put cookies or something in here, or I use this when I fed raw. And you can run it through the dishwasher. This is made by Soda Pup. It's one of my favorite things. I get nothing from Soda Pup, nothing at all. I just like their products. Made in America, makes a difference to you. Kong, I like this. I measure food to put in here so I know how much my dogs are eating, because they do like to eat. So if I gave one of my dogs this, they would play with it until all the food was gone. So I do ration it out. And it's super simple. It's made by Kong. I like it. It just rolls and the food comes out. They make different sizes for different dogs. My dogs are big, so it dumps them a little bit more food at a time, and it keeps them really well occupied. So I like those. This is a Topple by West Paws. This is a small, and I put food in here. Sometimes I do put raw in here, or sardines, or a little bit of mushy food. I also use stage 1 baby food, like a yam, green beans, pureed apple, because it freezes real well. So I'll put kibble in here. I'll put a small layer on and a small layer in here and put it in the freezer. They make a bigger one where the two kind of screw together, and you can line up these holes to make it tougher for those dogs who really, really are good chewers and can figure it out. And I freeze them as well. So I always have something in reserve. All of my dogs like that. Everybody knows about a Kong. I usually stick like a chopstick in here is what I do. And then I fill around it and I freeze it, and then I pull the chopstick out, so there's always this little vent hole. And you can just put kibble in here and a little bit of water. That'll last a while with my dogs. This is a cute puppy game. I love this. All my dogs love it. They still play with it. I've had it forever. It just dumps them food. And again, this holds about a cup. I do this for Finn sometimes in the morning. And so when my husband is having coffee in the morning and he needs Finn to be quiet so I can sleep, I always appreciate that. Finn plays with this and gets half of his breakfast this way, and it takes him a little while. I have some of these. I got these. I don't even know that they have a name on them, because if they do, I can't read it. This is a smaller one we used for puppies, but they make larger ones. I do the same thing. I fill it. I freeze it. Sometimes I'll just put like string cheese, the whole thing of string cheese in here to kind of plug it up, and it gives them something to do. I got this from Walmart. It's supposed to stick on the wall. Really doesn't. Even when I get it a little wet, it doesn't really want to stay. It's thin. It does okay. If I had a smaller dog and not a big chewer, I think this would be okay. This one is from Soda Pup. It's thicker plastic. I like it. The little suction cups are bigger, and it does stay much, much better. Watch, it's not staying now. Then the other one probably doesn't stay very well on paint. But I like it, and it takes Finn a while to lick through that. It's great if you need to groom a dog, if you just want something to do. I put them on my sliding glass door a lot. It just occupies them. This is a game from Hounds, I think it says. Yep, Hound. And I literally just pour kibble in here. I'll pour all of Finn or Uhtred's kibble in here for their meal and hide it and give it to them. It just gives them something to do. There's just tons of toys out there and tons of activities that your dog can do that sometimes you can prep in advance. And so if you need to have a moment or work online or do whatever, answer your emails, play with the other dog, vacuum your house, you have something to do. I hope that was helpful.